play. They're both very well coached. They're very disciplined. They're very talented. This is going to be a fun game, and each one brings something a little bit different. St. Andrews has 4 players being recruited either Division I or Division II. One of the players is being recruited by St. Joe's, Philadelphia University, Philadelphia. So
absolutely,
that's pretty amazing.
Now, does he get to play at the Spectrum?
I doubt it.
Okay.
That doesn't know. It's usually the Wells Fargo Center, one of those places, or at St. Joe's at their own basketball arena.
Right.
But St. Anthony's is a well-coached, very productive team, very patient on offense. They'll throw multiple defensive sets at you, a 1-2-2 zone press, a 1-2-1-1 press, man-to-man, a little bit of zone, and they play man underneath the basket. Statesville, I was really impressed with when I saw them yesterday.
Oh, good.
They're a very good perimeter shooting team. They're also well coached. Their guard play is very good. They're very team-oriented. And number 32, you're going to love him. If anybody plays zone against him, he had 19 points in the game yesterday. We saw he had 15 in the first half. He can flat out shoot the basketball. So this will be pretty intense. If I were betting, and I'm not, I like St. Andrews in a very close game.
Okay.
They're very talented. Both teams are talented. They're both going to run the ball, and they're both going to help each other out. They're very team-oriented. You won't see individual play here.
Well, that's a good thing to look forward to, is good team play, especially with the speed of these kids that we've seen during the course of this tournament. Now we're talking about the finals. Where we have the American division that is going to be represented in the champion will be determined on this game. And then, of course, we've got one more coming up later, ladies and gentlemen, after this one. And I'll tell you what, if you're anywhere in this area, you better come on down and catch this one.
If I had to make a quick one before we break, I believe that St. Anthony's has the deeper bench, and that might be the difference as this game gets into the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, very good observation. It was one of the first things I noticed, too, when we got started. And we're going to get started, right, ladies and gentlemen, right after the national anthem, as we prepare for the national anthem right now. And this is Game 3 of 4 championship games for the Holiday Classic of the Palm Beaches, and we'll get started with the national anthem on Game 3 right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's your rosters, here's your lineups, there's your starters as we get ready for the game now. The American Division, the Challenge Championship here at Dwyer High School. Jumping center for St. Andrews is going to be Kamari Williams, who will control the tap as St. Andrews will go from left to right on your television screen. Working the ball at the top of the key, Kamari Williams tries to go left side, back over to the foul line. Just working a little three-man weave right now. Now they'll get it back and open it up. Just underway, no score. Shots up and it's no good, and that was missed by Kamari Williams. Ball goes out of bounds and it'll go over to Statesville, and it'll be their first possession of the evening.
Both of these teams are going to play very strong defense. I don't see this as a high-scoring game.
Man-to-man being played by St. Andrews out of the box. Statesville moving the ball around pretty well. From the left corner, shots up off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebound comes down to St. Andrews. And the Lions will take it across the line, set up their offense. Chance Davis to the left side, cross-court pass. Shots up and it's good by Justin Nuasu. Shots missed by Marcus Henderson. Rebound comes back to Statesville. That shot rattles around, no good. St. Andrews gets the rebound. And they'll bring it across. From the right side, three-pointer up, and it's good by Kamari Williams, the 6'7" junior. 5-0 right now in favor of St. Andrews quickly. St. Andrews only playing with 7 guys. So they've only got 2 subs here. But they have a 5-point lead. Statesville trying to work the ball out to the top.
It's the quality of players that you have on the court and the 2 that you have on the bench. And they're very good. 4 Division I, 2 recruits.
Statesville from the top of the key, the shot's up and it's off the bank. The bank is open. Christian Bailey, the 6'5" sophomore, hits that one. 5-3 game. Boy, good ball movement. Nice play. Shots slammed down by Kamari Williams, the 6'7" junior. 7-3 in favor of St. Andrews. Bringing it across is Marcus Henderson. Henderson is going to clear out the right side. Shoots up a bomb. Short, no good. Rebound comes down to St. Andrews with a 7-3
Did he get vertical
lead.
on that?
He got up.
Whoa.
The shot didn't go down, though. That one off the side of the rim into the hands of Brennan Settle, a 6'1" senior. Settle brings it back over to the point guard, Marcus Henderson. Henderson will send it back out to the middle court. And he'll bring it out to the left side, gets it over to Harvey. Bounce pass back over into the hands of Settle. And they'll kick it back out to McCray. You're right, Bob. These guys can play some defense. No gaps, no alleys, no cracks to try to get through the defense for St. Andrews right now. Statesville backs it out. 4:57 to go in the first quarter. I also think you're going to be right about this final score, too. Working the ball down is going to be a trip.
I think with the way these teams are coached and the discipline and the defense that they play, this will be a lower scoring game. Every shot, every dribble is going to be contested, and just going to the basket is not going to be easy.
Chance Davis charged with that foul, misses the foul shot. So the score remains 7-3, 4:48 to go in the first. Missed the
Now, that's
second
one thing you can't do.
No.
In this kind of game, you can't miss 2 foul shots.
Ball comes quickly back across half court. Chance Davis has it. He gives it over to Heru Belidjian. And Belidjian will have the ball right now off the right side. Back to the top of the key. Working the right elbow. 4:26 to go in the first quarter. Very patient, both teams. Very patient offensively. Nice shot, nice play.
Nice play is right. Nice play.
Justin Nuuso. Blocks the shot. St. Andrews down the left side. That's going to go around underneath on the alley-oop, but no good. It hits the bottom of the backboard, goes out of bounds. Exactly 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's a 9-3 score in favor of St. Andrews. St. Andrews will take it in. Time. Almost. Andrews bounce pass out to the top of the key. They'll swing it around to the left side. 3:54 to go in the first quarter. 9-3 your score. St. Andrews. Oh, well, he had the alley. He gave it up.
See how the alley closes down so quickly?
Yes, it did.
It really did. He wanted one dribble and he was cut off.
Missing his shot was Kamari Williams. Ball comes back now to Michael McCoy Jr. He's a 5'10" senior. You got it? Michael McCoy Jr.
I got it.
Senior.
I got it.
Shot short, no good. Rebound up and good.
Easy one. Easy one.
By Christian Bailey, the 6'5" sophomore. Ball goes out to the right side on the right wing. From the top of the key, they'll swing it around. St. Andrews, very disciplined. You were right. Well-coached teams. The actions and reactions are just mirror images of each other here in this whole first quarter. And because of that, we're going to have a timeout called by St. Andrews head coach Kevin Jones. And the Lions will have their first timeout with 2:51 to go in the first quarter. 9-5 your score.
I just don't think you're going to see running up down the court, fast break solos. You're not going to see much of that. It's going to be very deliberate because both teams play solid defense and they can handle the ball. Both of them have good guards.
I'm just impressed with the matched up speed of both teams. You know, they'd say, matchups make fights. And this could be a good fight because the matchup is pretty equal. It's not like we got a boxer and a puncher here, that's for sure.
Well, I still like St. Anthony's. It is almost double the score right now, but at the end of the first quarter, 10, 12, 13 points for the quarter. It's not a high-scoring game.
St. Andrews moves the ball now in their possession as they get it to the top. Down to 2:39. This is like a 10-person ballet right now. 2:21 to go. Oh, he threw it away. It was intended for Jason Lewis. Lewis couldn't get there. He's one of the two subs that came in late. And the ball will go into the possession of Statesville. Out of Statesville, North Carolina. What a beautiful state North Carolina is. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Dangerous cross-court pass, almost picked off. Shots off the side, no good. That was missed by Logan Mosley, the 6'1" senior. 4-point game, 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. Bench calls out the play. From the left side, that shot's going to be rattled around, and it's no good, and there'll be a whistle. Could have been a push-off there.
Was. I thought it might be on 32, but it was not.
They called it on Christian Bailey, his first team first. Here we are, 1:28 to go in the first quarter. Each team has one team foul. Nice pass right there. Little short, no good. That was missed by Victor Murasan, a 6'10" junior. Down the left baseline, shot goes up. It'll be no good, but there'll be a foul. Brennan Settle will go to the line. Victor Murasan will be charged with the foul, a 6'10" junior.
All three of their guards will go to the basket. Number 4, number 2. They do like to challenge the basket.
First one's up and it's good.
Statesville shot extremely well on the foul line yesterday. See the rotation on that ball?
Yes. That one missed, though. It was a little bit too
rotation, but no arc.
Quick spin, too, on that.
Little push off.
Shots up and missed, no good by Chance Davis. Ball goes awry, and there'll be a whistle. And that will be a foul, and that'll be charged against Brennan Settle. That'll be his first. That'll be the team's second. And Settle will come out. And will be Michael McCoy for Statesville. Less than a minute to go. It's a 9-6 first quarter. St. Andrews working the ball meticulously. 37 seconds. Coach Kevin Jones, almost a steal, but it's stolen back. And, it's stolen back again. It's knocked out of bounds. And through all of that extracurricular activity there, St. Andrews will maintain possession with 22 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Coach is not going to be afraid to use his subs. He only has 2, but it looks like that's going to be the game plan.
He's got him in.
Right? He subbed them out already.
Yep.
So, good thing.
He's got them both in, as a matter of fact. Ten seconds. They're going to set for the last shot. Down the right side. Off the glass. No good. Rebound. Up. It's going to be N1. Nice play by Victor Murasan. The 6'10 junior is going to get the basket and a chance to increase the lead. It's 11-6 with 2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Let's see if they can double the score. I thought you said to me that they would double the score by the end of the first quarter. I just think you might have said that. As it is right now, 12-6. Just saying. Just happened. I actually listened to what you said. Just saying.
I know sometimes you tune me out, but that's okay.
It's tough with headsets, It's off the backboard. 12-6 is the end of the first quarter with the Lions of St. Andrews Episcopalian School from Potomac, Maryland 12, Statesville Christian, the Lions 6 as we come to the end of the first quarter. What did you say?
Well, I'm not surprised by what I see with either team defensively. What's going to be a factor in this game for Statesville is their inability to get 32, now 22 to score. He hasn't scored yet. In the first half yesterday, he had 14 of their 17 points. All 5 threes. At one point, he made 5 threes in a row before he missed.
Wow.
5. Then he missed 2 and came back and scored a 2. So one of the variables is right now for them, he is their primary scorer, number 22. If he's not scoring, that's a problem. On the other side, their scoring averages are 16, 12, and 15. That's 43 points a game with 3 players. You got 3 players who can put the ball in the bucket.
We get ready for the second quarter. Here we go. Statesville will take possession first, going from the right to the left of your screen. There's your 3-pointer. Shots deep, no good. That was missed by Scott Harvey. Rebounds up, and it's good. Christian Bailey, the 6'5 sophomore, will take credit for that shot, or be given credit for that shot.
He played really well yesterday, too, partner. Number 5.
Moving the ball around the outside. Very deliberate offense. Time's ticking by, 7:20. I'm going to call a travel on that.
Everything closes down so quickly when you try to get to the middle. A lot of help side defense.
Jason Lewis, the 6'2 junior, was charged with that travel. Marcus Henderson will bring the ball up for Statesville. He gets it over to Christian Bailey. Bailey back over to Henderson. Had a shot. It's almost to a point now where if you see a shot, you better take it because you're not going to get too many.
You see the constant movement on both sides of the ball. It's there.
There's your three-pointer. Shot's up and good.
I think he can take advantage of 32 on St. Anthony.
That would be Victor Murasan.
Yes. His father played in the NBA for over double-digit years. That's the guy who was 7'6".
Murasan.
Yep, that's it. That's his son.
That, you know what? And when I saw the name, that's how I knew how to pronounce it. Because the last time I saw that name was his father, Murasan, playing in the NBA. I can't remember his first name offhand, though. His first name escapes me.
Well, that part I definitely don't remember, but over, I think it was 12 or 14 years he had as a career in the NBA. And
shot short. That was sent up by Henderson. St. Andrews comes back with the possession. That's an air ball thrown up. Murison fights for it, but he tips it to the wrong guy, Scott Harvey. Harvey gives it up. And we're going to have a travel on that one.
It's just about every shot is contested, and you're not getting drives to the basket.
No.
It's going to be a perimeter game, and nobody's working the post.
5:38 to go in the second quarter. It's a 12-11 game, 1-point game for the Lions of St. Andrews, going against the Statesville Christian Lions out of Statesville, North Carolina. From the corner, it's going to be short, way short.
I think that was tipped.
Settle took it. And there's going to be a foul across the floor. That's going to go against Colin Smalls. That'll be his first.
Both teams have quick guards. It's very difficult to defend that speed. They handle it and they pass the ball.
And they're fundamentally sound.
Very. And Statesville has 3 guards on the court. 3 players that can handle the ball very well.
Yes. That's going to be an interference with the strap above the basket, so the ball will go back over to St. Andrews.
And number 22 for Statesville is very good at passing the ball. He sees over people, passes the ball very well, but he doesn't go inside much.
That would be Scott Harvey.
Yep, everything is perimeter with him.
That's becoming a big trend with the bigger guys now, being able to shoot from outside. .441 to go. 1-point game. St. Andrews with the ball on the left side. Chance Davis has trouble with it. Ball goes on the floor. Now it's going to get thrown away. Statesville will take it back. Going into the game is going to be Jason Lewis. Coming out is going to be Colin Smalls.
Was number 1 to turn that over, right, partner?
Chance Davis, yeah.
Yes, number 1.
Marcus Henderson tries to work the ball out to the right side, and there'll be a whistle.
Pushing off.
Ball's going to go back over to St. Andrews with 4:14 to go in the second.
It has been a while since anybody scored.
Yes, it has. Well,
12-11 for a while.
It was, at the end of the first quarter, it was like 12-6, I believe. It was 12-6. St. Andrews was ahead. They have not scored in the second quarter at all. And we've only had 2 baskets by Statesville. Too deep.
They don't even look like good shots.
No,
they're open, but they're not good form shots. I thought he walked.
Off the glass and good by Christian Bailey, the 6'5 sophomore, and it'll be the first lead, I believe, of the day for Statesville Christian. Going to call a foul. They called an offensive foul on that. That'll go against Kamari Williams. That'll be his first. That'll be team 4. 1 point lead for the Statesville Lions. And they have the ball. Bringing it up is going to be Michael McCoy Jr. Patiently working the ball around now is Statesville. 3:09 to go. Shots up. It's around the rim. No good. That one was missed by Brennan Settle. Pushing the issue now. Oh, St. Andrews down the left side. That shot's going to be blocked by Scott Harvey. Harvey, the 6'8 senior, goes up and slaps it away. Still a 13-12 game with 2:56 to go in the second. Little question on whose possession it is. Right now it seems to be all set with St. Andrews preparing to take the ball in, which they do. 2:56 to go. 13-12 is your score. Down the left side, the shot is going to be up. It's going to be short, no good. Rebound by St. Andrews. Nice, strong rebound up by Justin Newuso.
It was 5 minutes and 30 seconds before they scored a field goal.
Yes, it was. And they take the 1 point lead back. That's going to be a foul. Brennan Settle will step to the line. Let's see who they charge it with.
See, that's the point that I've made. Their 3 guards do go to the basket. And this kid played really well yesterday.
That foul is on Colin Smalls. I believe that's his second. Settle hits the first one, ties the game up at 14 all. Coming back in is
He was
Murasan.
automatic on the foul line yesterday. Automatic.
Murasan is in for Jason Lewis.
Whoop.
Missed that one.
You missed that one.
Game remains tied with 2:22 to go here in the second quarter. Glad you could join us. Good basketball here. The American Challenge Championship being played right in front of your eyes. Down the left baseline, stops, pops, no good. Rebounds up and good though. And that'll be Justin Newuso.
You go 5:30 without scoring. You score twice in the last half a minute. Both on missed shots.
Both by the same guy. Almost a steal. Lucky he didn't get called for a foul on that. Coach from Statesville's a little upset with that call.
White ball. Got a turnover.
J.D. Johnson not happy. Boy, this afternoon's lunch is churning in his body right now on that call. 1:42 to go before half. That's 3 baskets he scored. The only baskets of the second quarter scored by St. Andrews. All scored by Newuso. Newuso. I got it. I'm doing it. Brennan Settle tries to get the ball over into the left corner. Driving the baseline up, no good. Rebound comes back down to Newuso. Shots up and good. Haru Bligin with this basket. So it's now back to the 6-point lead I believe they had at the end of the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I am.
The last 2 players that scored have averaged 15 and 16 a game. 15 and 16.
Offensive foul charged against Statesville. 2014, back to the 6-point lead with 52 seconds to go. taking his time across the floor is Haru Belligeon. Top of the key, he'll throw it back out to the right side. Down to 20 seconds. St. Andrews will now set up their play. And now they'll put it into action with 10 seconds to go. It's going to be a three-pointer from the side. It'll be a foul call. And it'll be 3 shots. The one thing you didn't want to see happen if you're Statesville is a three-point or a 3-shot foul.
You just don't want to see that. Hands up, but you don't want to foul that. And they haven't been shooting threes and making them. So, on the plus side, no matter what happens here, you still have a chance with 8 seconds left to come down and score and finish the half positive.
Yeah, that will help them soothe the pain a little bit. The first one was good. At the line, Kamari Williams, a 6'7" junior. That one's good. That's 2. Mosley goes back in for the last little bit. Got all 3. Got all 3.
Statesville needs to get a bucket here. They're
not going to get it now. Oh, he almost made that. We've come to the end of the first half of play with St. Andrews Episcopal School out of Potomac, Maryland. The Lions are ahead 23-14 against Statesville Christian out of Statesville, North Carolina. The Lions from Statesville, North Carolina right now are going to have to do a little bit of work here at halftime, and head coach J.D. Johnson is going to be one of the guys that's going to have to come up with some very intelligent moves because this is a very equal game.
He has to get his big gun involved in the offense. A player that scored as many as he did yesterday has 2 points, I think, at this. So you need to get him involved in the offense. Defensively, you got to be very happy. They held them for 5 minutes and 30 seconds without a field goal. You can't complain about that. But in that last 4 minutes, the last 2 minutes, I should say, they scored 6 points, 8 points. They turned it on. The guard play. And the players that have been averaging, those 2 players have averaged 31 points between them. They picked up the slack there and scored those points. So if you're Statesville, you got to keep focusing on the defense and get your big gun involved in the offense.
St. Andrews scored 12 points in the first quarter. They were held scoreless past the 4-minute mark of the second quarter and still came back up with 9 points.
It was 5:30 before they scored a field goal. So in 2 minutes and 30 seconds,
they scored 9
points. So that tells you they can put the ball in the hole.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a great second half. I can't wait to see what adjustments that the coaches make here in the second half. And we're going to find out about that second half right after this.
Thanks, partner. See you in a couple.
You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, for the championship of the American Division here at Dwyer High School, as St. Andrew's Episcopal School, the Lions, are ahead 23-14 against Statesville Christian out of Statesville, North Carolina. I'm Rick McGuire along with Bob Koch. And Bob, you've had a chance to kind of look at that first half. You've been able to see these guys play earlier. What do you think? What adjustments need to be made? Let's start with Statesville, since they're down by 9.
To continue to play the strong defense. They know they can play defense because they shut them out for 5 minutes. That's unheard of, I think, to do that against the St. Andrews. That's number one. Number two, as I said right before break, you've got to get your big gun involved with the offense. He's got to be more of a scorer. And two, we've seen that they can drive to the basket and put themselves in foul situations. Maybe they should try and drive to the basket a little bit more. They have been successful getting to the line, and don't be content with the perimeter shots. Try and get to the basket. Let your big gun shoot from the 3 and try and go to the basket.
Well, we're going to get started here in about 30 seconds. Both teams are back on the floor, meeting with their coaches right now to get ready for the second half. On the other side of the coin, real quick, St. Andrews, what do they have to do to maintain this lead?
You know what as both a yes and no in answering to that question or the thought, neither team is pressing. Neither team is, and both of their profiles indicate a 2-2-1, 1-2 man press. Neither one is doing it, and I think they respect the guard play of both teams so well, and they're both such good passing teams. I would just like to see St. Andrews continue to do what they're doing offensively, take good shots, be patient. They know when to shoot the ball, and their coach does a great job supporting how they play. I don't think I've heard one negative word out of them or one negative body language that I've seen since this game has started. And I think that goes a long way.
Oh, absolutely. St. Andrews will have possession of the ball first here to start the second half with the 9-point lead, and they will be going from your television screen. They'll be going from your right to your left.
Now remember, see who scores first in the second half. That's one of your team goals.
Statesville goes into the action with Kamari Williams, who'll be starting the second half. There'll be a whistle underneath. They're going to call it against St. Andrews. And Statesville will take the ball here. First possession, third quarter, 7:41 to go. They trail by 9. Bringing it up is going to be Marcus Henderson. He'll be starting here in the second half. Picked by Christian Bailey over there. Shots up, no good. Wild shot.
See, they started out with him first shot the second half. You got to get him involved in the offense. He's their scorer.
They get it to him right away. He sends it straight up, and there'll be a whistle immediately. And there's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Statesville. That's going to go against Christian Bailey. That'll be the first foul of the second half for Statesville. 7:29 to go. Score remains the same, 23-14.
He's a little, I think, concerned or befuddled by that. He's not sure he did anything, but it didn't matter. The shot was a flat shot.
Yeah. St. Andrews is going to try to break the ice here in the second half as they have it. Oh, it should have been a carry right there. Chance Davis with it as he backs it back out. Bring it down into the right corner. Shot's going to be up. It's going to be short. No good. That was missed by Musso. Nice pick by Brendan Settle. Starts the break. Shots up, and it's good by Marcus Henderson.
And that was a good defensive effort. He blocked that ball in strength. Strong as the air as you are on the ground. That's a nice play.
3-pointer sent up, and it's no good by Kamari Williams, and there'll be a whistle.
I think on that last possession, St. Andrews went against the grain. They hustled down, gave a quick shot, and now you cut it back down to 5.
23-16, 6:41 to go in the third. Statesville with the ball right now. 3-pointer sent up, and it's missed by Marcus Henderson.
Oh my God! Nobody wanted that.
Going to call a walk, and that's going to go against Colin Smalls for St. Andrews.
2 straight possessions, partner. Real quick shots.
Statesville down the right side. Scramble on the floor. Statesville picks it back up, bringing it strong to the basket, and having it rejected was Christian Bailey. He went down along with the ball.
That? Holy, he's ups. He's got some serious ups.
Got to put a little towel on the floor to try to clean that one up. 6:13 in the third. 23-16. St. Andrews has the lead. Statesville working the ball out to the left side. Statesville will set it up with 6 minutes to go in the third.
Quick. 22 is not even looking to shoot. He's catching it, looking to pass. He's taking 2 shots, missed both of them. You got to come back to it.
You know, you got to give the defense, you got to give Kamari Williams a little bit of credit here, too. I think he might be discouraging Harvey from shooting. He's been pretty good as far as defense on him. They match up size-wise. You know, Williams might be just a touch faster, too. They got a little switch there. That's when they got to get the ball back to him. Shots off the side, no good. St. Andrews will take it with 5:29 to go. And stolen back. Nice steal by Marcus Henderson. Yeah, Henderson had a 2-on-2, but he couldn't find the handle of the ball.
That's off, way off.
And then they threw up an air ball. Boy, what an ugly shot that was. Coast to coast off the glass and good. Haru Bligeon. We're at the 5-minute mark here at the third quarter. 25-16, 9-point lead for St. Andrews. Oh, Starkville nearly traveled on that. Time just keeps on ticking on. And drawing the foul is going to be Brennan Settle, 6'1" senior.
If your stud's not going to shoot the ball, your guards have to go to the basket.
You got to do something.
At the line for Statesville, number 4, Brennan Settle.
First one's good.
St. Andrews saw Statesville play yesterday, and I said when the opposing team facing Statesville played zone, that's when he went nuts. When the opposing team was Graves, I think, when they went man, his scoring stopped.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing now. They're going man, he's not getting that corner shot, perimeter shot. Everything's contested.
And he matches up height-wise.
Oh,
so
yes.
he doesn't, it's not like he's going to be. He's playing against a kid 6'2", and he's 6'8". He's playing against a kid who's just as fast, if not faster, at 6'7", and all he wants to do is make sure he stays in front of him. And he's been doing a great job, like you had mentioned earlier, as far as the lack of production. Second shot is up and good by Brendan Settle, the 6'1" senior, with 4:34 to go here in the third. 25-18 is your score. St. Andrews now trying to work that ball in. Guards for St. Andrews doing a nice job of handling the ball without turning it over. Each team has one team foul. It's going to be a foul called on that one. I think that's going to go against Harvey.
I was just going to say two things, and you just tapped both of them. There's very few turnovers overall in this game. The passing and coming to the ball is very good. The passing angles are very good. And there's very few fouls. And Justin, you said that there was foul and a quick turnover.
Off the back of the rim, no good. At this point, no blood, no foul. 4:10 to go in the third. Off the back of the rim. You can't miss both of those in this situation. That could have put him back to a 9-point lead. Instead, it's a 7-point lead. And Starkville has the ball, and they haven't really got warmed up yet for anything. Shot long again. Eventually, somebody's got to warm up here. Shot's no good. That was missed by Haru Blidgen.
Here we go.
Down the left side. Settle off the glass and good. Nice shot. Now it's a 5-point game.
He is strong either way on the full court layup. Right hand, left hand. You're going to have to foul him to stop that shot.
Working the ball with 3:30 to go. It's a 5-point game. St. Andrews, once again, has hit a dry spell. Around the rim, no good. That was missed by Jason Lewis, who's in the game now in the third quarter. Settle has it, goes right side. He's going to send it up. It's go off the glass, no good. There's going to be a whistle. They're going to call an offensive foul on that, I believe. Yep, offensive foul. Brendan Settle. St. Andrews will get it back with 3:08 to go in the third quarter. 5-point game.
Number 2, Michael McCoy Jr.
We got to watch out, boy. That moisture on the floor is tough. 3 minutes to go now in the third. 5-point game. Let's see what St. Andrews can do right now. Having the trouble getting the ball inside, so they'll shoot it from outside. That's going to be off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound up, and that's good on the rebound. Haru Blidgen. Back to 7 points with 2:45 to go. Those second chances that St. Andrews has been cashing in on is the difference in this game.
And Hero's done a great job getting second shots. He's got a nice soft touch, and he's so vertical. He's quick. He's vertical. He's quick.
There's a three-pointer set up, and that was good by Logan Mosley, 6'1" senior. Brings it to a 4-point game with 2:20 to go in the third. Nice dish. Off the glass and
nice
good.
Fake, too. Those two.
Nusu with the shot. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's a 29-23 game. Statesville with the ball right now, trying to figure out how to get it in there. Having trouble. Going to try and work it out. They still can't. Rattles around and it finally drops.
If he gets hot,
Harvey.
If he gets hot, this is a different game.
Oh, that's the first time that Murasan didn't step up into him. He kind of let him shoot that one, and that was a big deal. Now it's a 3-point game with 1:41 to go. And we'll have a timeout.
Full timeout.
Timeout called by, thank you very much, by St. Andrews. They're going to try and figure this one out a little bit, I think. You got 1:41 to go. You got a 3-point game here, Bob, and I got to tell you, this is pretty much what I was expecting for all the games today. This one's pretty much lived up to expectation.
This quarter, we're over at this point. Statesville has to be very happy.
Yes.
They were down 9. They're now down 3, and you still have 1:41 left. And the dry spells are really hurting. And it's essentially 2 players that are doing the scoring for them right now. Hero and Justin are doing the scoring.
Right. And you take away those second chances that they've got, and you add those, and you take those away, and you put the you add that into the dry spells that St. Andrews is having, and Statesville right now should be up about 7. When they start looking at it, I was told that Statesville hasn't lost a game yet.
What's that?
Statesville hasn't lost a game yet this year.
No, they haven't.
So a team like that usually finds a way to win. Let's see if St. Andrews blocks that up. They've got a chance. They got a 3-point lead. They just can't seem to score enough. Missed the layup.
Those are the shots you have to make. You have to make those. You don't get many of those. You have to make it.
Colin Smalls missed that shot. Statesville's going to wear them down now. There's your 22. Shots off the side. No good. Scott Harvey got a little bit intimidated there by Victor Murison as he flew by at 6'7". St. Andrews will take it out. 3-point lead, 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Three-point shot,
Nice
Up
play,
and good.
nice penetration, nice kick out, nice soft touch.
Jason Lewis. 42 seconds to go before the end of the third. .32 seconds left in the third. Statesville trying to work the ball around. Tried to split it, got poked away.
Now you got to score. Got to score.
Off the glass and good. Steal. Breakaway. Basket. 34-26. St. Andrews.
You got to get moving.
Got to do something.
Get moving.
6 seconds. Short, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Statesville had a shot. They gave it right back to him. At the end of the third quarter of play, it's St. Andrews 34, Statesville 26.
What you're saying, they go in streaks. They go blind for a while, and all of a sudden they light up, and it's a whole different thing. How quick that was. A 3-point differential jumped to 8 that quickly.
And like you say, it's very few guys that are really doing the production. But at the same time, the other side of production, you have good defense and you have good offensive
smart play.
Yeah, and discipline. And like you say, we're going into the fourth quarter, and St. Andrews has 1 foul. Statesville has 3.
Okay.
That's 4 total fouls in 1 quarter.
What's the total point production for the big 3? Justin, Colin, and Iru. What do they have so far in the game? Because they're averaging 43 a game, those 3.
I'd have to say 30 by now.
That's 30 or 34 points.
So those 3 are responsible for all 34 points.
Almost 30 or 34.
I was going to say 30 is probably close.
They're responsible for most of the points.
Well, Lewis has a couple points. So we're about right. 30's about right.
He is one of the 3-point shooters.
Okay.
He's the one that hit that 3
Yeah, he did.
a couple moments ago.
Starting the fourth quarter of play now, 34-26. I'm Rick McGuire along with Bob Koch, bringing you all the action here for the American Challenge Championship of the Holiday Classic of the Palm Beaches. Statesville doesn't seem to be like... Statesville doesn't really seem to be in a hurry to do much of anything.
They're out of sync.
Nice shot.
And I was just going to say they're not looking to shoot the 3, and he buries it.
That's a good
nice
thing.
shot, but they
yeah.
needed that.
They
needed that.
Very much so. That was Marcus Henderson on that shot. Shots off the glass and good. +1. Justin Nusu with the basket. He'll step to the line to try to increase that.
You got to
lead.
like him, partner. That was not an easy shot, and he took it over the big guy and still scored it. Again, are you going to be as strong in the air as you are on the ground? He was fouled, still made the shot.
He's a muscular kid, boy. I got to tell you.
Strong kid.
Yeah. He's strong. He's natural. He does a lot of nice things. I would dare to say he's a multi-sport ball player, that kid.
I would concur. I would think that's true.
6:39 to go in the fourth. 7-point lead for St. Andrews. They've only trailed once in this entire game. 3-pointer up, still no good. Statesville just is just not shooting the ball well at all today. It's not like they haven't had opportunities. They've been missing them. 6:15 to go. 36-29. Oh, we got a carry right there. Ball go back over to Statesville. Settle will come back in, and he'll come in for Jordan McCray.
You know he'll go to the basket, and he'll shoot the 3. He's very sound.
Shots off the side, no good. Murasan off the back of the
What
iron.
court presence he has.
It's going to be a foul underneath, I believe.
Missed the shot, kicked it back out, give him a second shot.
I think they call that on Kamari Williams.
I like Justin. Does a nice job all around.
Statesville with 5:29 to go in this one. 7-point deficit, but they have the ball. Going to be another travel. Coming back in is going to be Colin Smalls. Coming out is going to be Harub Belligian. St. Andrews getting it across. See who they go, which way they go with this one. Well, he's going to call an offensive foul. He said he hooked him. I'm not sure if he hooked him or if he backed into him, but either way, it didn't look good.
What's also impressive, you have 7 fouls for the length of time.
Yes.
Right? 7 team fouls. I'd love to see the turnover chart. There's been very few of those, too.
Right. As they just rack up another one. Both teams now with 14 fouls into the fourth quarter with 5:08 to go. Chance Davis getting ready to check back in along with Blidgen. Off the back of the rim, no good. It's going to hit the top. It's going to hit the strap. Ball goes back over to St. Andrews. Coming out is going to be Jason Lewis along with Colin Smalls.
He has done a great job using his bench. You don't even notice that the subs are in. Everybody has a role, and they're playing that role very well. Defensively, there's no weak link. Whether you play 5 or 7, they're all very fundamental.
Well, you know, as a coach, sometimes, you know, you've got that core 7 that you want to work with, and they're forced to at this point. .434 to go here in the fourth. It's a 36-29 game in favor of St. Andrews. Working that left side. Wide open. Got to make that one. It's off the side, no good. Frustration now starting to settle in to Statesville in their frustration from the lack of success shooting.
It's the only shots that they're getting are the threes, and they're deep threes. And they are coming off pretty high and deep.
Working the ball to the left side. The ball's going to go back over to Statesville.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I should not say a couple things, because I said no fouls, and all of a sudden we've had 3 fouls called in the last minute and change.
Well,
3.
But at the same time now, we're looking at 3:58 left in the fourth quarter, and you've got 7 guys. The fatigue has to start setting in with a 7-man rotation at this point, especially at the intensity of the defense. Look at Murison. He stopped everything and took one right in the face. Off the glass and good. Murison's going to get one heck of an assist for that one. Back to 9-point game. You're going to call that out here? A little reach? Yeah. It's going to go against Chase Davis.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but that kid does go to the basket really quick and strong. And 32 did a great job.
I'm telling you, I really like the work he's been putting in. He stopped everything that was moving underneath the basket.
Great job.
And he took one straight in the face. I'm telling you, if it was a fight, they would have had to give him a standing 8 count. That's a shot he took on a kisser. I'm not kidding you. Holy smokes. At 6'8", he took 3 steps back. What do you think a guy 5'11" would have done with a smack like that? He'd have been in orbit. 38-29 to score, 3:28 to go. Shots up and it's good by Brent.
This kid just is so good on the foul line. And this.
Next one's up and good. 38-31. We're going to have a stoppage of play here. Statesville's going to call timeout with 3:28 to go, 38-31. About time to slap that ball court pressure on, Bob. What do you think?
Well, I think that might be an answer, but I would try it once or twice, see if it works. If not, and you give up a couple easy buckets, the game's over. You've really got to be confident that your players can do that. And if you leave your big guy back to defend the basket, maybe able to do it. You've got good guards, but are they good enough defensively to stop the offensive guards on the other side?
Well, you can bet both coaches are working feverishly right now to make sure that, A, on the part of J.D. Johnson, he gets his team back and makes up those 7 points. At the same time, Kevin Jones, working for St. Andrews, is making sure he keeps that 7-point lead right now with 3:28 to go. Lewis back in the game for St. Andrews. Andrews will take it in. There's your full court pressure. Kick it back outside. It'll be a foul reach in. That's going to go against
Christian. You see how fast
Bailey.
that ball went up court? That's my concern. Are you going to be quick enough to stop their guards?
I'm going to give them everything they can. Sherrod Phelps is now in the game for Statesville, 6-foot senior. Wow, right through the defense, but he missed the layup. Was Justin Nusu. 3 minutes
Number one
left.
is so quick.
3-point shot up, no good. Missed by Marcus Henderson. St. Andrews will take the ball back. That foul will go against Henderson.
Hero passes that ball so fast, so well.
St. Andrews is going to back it up, make him come and play some defense here. Nice give. Nice pass off the glass and good. There's another exhibition of true brute strength with a little touch. Answering.
I like to see that. Make this a really crazy ending for the last 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Well, Harvey hit that one. There's a steal and a basket. Now you're talking about a 4-point game. We got a whistle and a travel, and it's going to go against St. Andrews on the inbounds pass. Ball goes back over to Statesville.
St. Andrews needs a timeout.
Well, they took
That's 2
Jason.
straight possessions.
Yeah, they took Jason Lewis out, and they put Colin Smalls back in. Just have to wait and see if how long they'll hold Murison out before they have to put him on 22. There was a steal. Now St. Andrews will take the ball down the side, off the glass, and it's going to be good and a foul, I think. Foul's going to go against Logan Mosley.
That partner is huge. Uncontested, almost.
Contested only enough to draw a foul. 2:06 to go, 42-36.
And a made foul shot.
43-36.
Still a lot of time, though, partner. The way they hit threes, and you're not contesting the dribble.
See how long it takes him to get a shot up. I think that's the next thing you got to worry about. Oh, he went right around him. And one. Oh, boy.
This is two heavyweights going at it, and it's blow for blow. They just keep punching back. Just when you think it's over, here you go. 43-38 plus 1, 39.
1:38 to go. Stepping to the line to shoot the old-fashioned three-point conversion will be Marcus Henderson. And the team fouls have added up now. St. Andrews takes the missed shot, brings it across the line, trying to get down inside. There was a foul. That's going to go against Christian Bailey.
Both sides of the ball, the foul shots are really important. He's in a one-on-one. You missed the one on the other end to complete the three-point play. So instead of 39, it's 43. See what we do on this.
Bailey's got to come out. I think that's 5 on Bailey. So they're going to bring in McCoy. They're going to take it and put McCoy in. Let's see about these free throws. Very important here. Stepping to the line. Haru Belligion. You got the first one. Now it's back to 6. 1:52 to go. This is a big shot right here, my man.
He has a nice touch. Really nice touch. A lot of rotation.
Around the rim, no good. Tip almost goes. But the ball is controlled by Marcus Henderson with 1:48 to go. 6-point game. Henderson gets it out. They try to get it down into the corner to Harvey, but it's cut off. Harvey's trying, but they're all over him. He can't get the shot off. 1:35 to go. Henderson's trying to get it to the top of the key. He's having trouble doing that. They have to pick to get the ball across. And they're going to call a hook here. Yeah, they're going to call a hook on. Yep. They're going to call a hook on Colin Smalls as he tried to manipulate himself around that pick. He hooked him. Smalls just fouled out with 5. Stepping to the line is going to be Logan Mosley, 6'1" senior. See if he can bring it down to a 4-point game here. He's got the first one.
He shot very well in yesterday's game on the foul line. They all do.
.127 on the clock. That one's good. Now we're down to a 4-point game, and we have a timeout. Statesville's calling the timeout to set up their defense.
St. Andrews game to lose. They can win this if they execute, make their foul shots. You know you're going to be fouled. Get the ball in the right hands. Very simple. Make your foul shots.
First, you got to get the ball across half court. Let's try that. Once we get past half court.
I'll put my money they get the ball past half court. They were caught by surprise. They turned it over back to back. It's done. They got it now.
See what we got.
The talent and coaching carry it.
Now, we got to also start looking at the personnel. Now, you've had one kid foul out here from St. Andrews. They only have 7 available. Now that leaves them 1 sub past what they have on the floor. And that would be Murison.
But you're going to have multiple timeouts or foul situations, so you won't be tired. You'll be recharged for the last minute and 27.
Okay.
Right? Timeouts and fouls. You're going to be. It's not like you're going to be motoring.
Oh, no. They're going to start resting. I'm going to start talking. That's what's going to happen here. St. Andrews does get it in. They do get across half court. They get it down into the right corner, move it back out. Now they'll set it up with 1:18 to go. Tight man-to-man defense being played at half court.
It's going to be tough to hold the ball.
Oh, beautiful. Off the glass. Missed the shot. Rebound off the glass by Kamari Williams. That was huge. Now we're going to have a foul underneath, it looks like. Let's see.
Huge just went vaporized.
It did, didn't it?
It did, because now you're back on the line for 2, and it's a 4-point game.
And they're going to be able to answer.
You can't make it on one end and give it up on the other end. We just gave it up.
It's a double foul, too. Double technical. Double shot. There's 2 shots here.
That hurts.
10 team fouls for St. Andrews. 1 minute left in the fourth. Five-point game. That missed free throw could be a very important point. That's a kick. St. Andrews got it across. There's 54 seconds to go.
Seemed like a lot of action in only 6 seconds disappeared.
Doesn't
It does. There's so much going on. They're so fast.
St. Andrews trying to kill it. Oh, what a nice play. From the left baseline across the baseline, Kamari Williams with the dunk. 48-41. It's a 7-point game. Three-point is set up. It's short, no good. That was missed by Henderson. Rebound comes back to St. Andrews, and there'll be a foul. And he got hit in the head on that one. Good sportsmanship. Henderson helps him up.
I love it. What number one just did is what it's all about. I love it. He checked on him. It was accidental.
Marcus Henderson. We'll get a timeout called by St. Andrews. 33 seconds to go. They got a 7-point lead. And head coach Kevin Jones will set up his defense for the last 33 seconds. I'm pretty happy with this game, to be honest with you.
I'm very happy. It's what I expected after seeing both of these teams play yesterday.
Right.
Knowing they were undefeated and seeing this team and the talent level on both teams. And I'm going to come back to it over and over. At the high school level, it's coaching. That's step one. Two, you can have talent without coaching. You're not going to be successful. You have coaching and you take your talent and make it play as a team. And that's what both of these coaches have done. They play very well as a team. And the fact that you have 3 players on this team that are averaging double figures, you play one, you're going to have to deal with the other 2. You play 2, you still got 1 to deal with.
Right. Stepping to the line for St. Andrews. First one's good by Blidgeon.
He has been, if I'm picking a star of the game, that's the star of the game.
Really?
Yes. I love it.
Okay.
The production, the foul shots, the leadership.
Okay.
Assists.
50-41. It's a 9-point game. 33 seconds to go.
Who would you pick?
I was looking at Justin Nuuso. I thought Nuuso kept him in the game, especially through those dry periods. Shots up, and that one's good. A 3-pointer by Logan Mosley. That was just me, though. I liked it because he was the guy that got those baskets, those second chance baskets, especially at the end of the 5-minute dry spell. So my vote would be
Justin.
My vote would be Justin Nuuso. On the other side, man, I'll tell you, that's kind of tough.
I would say that's very tough.
Maybe Marcus Henderson. Maybe Mosley. I don't know. You liked Christian Bailey while he was in, but he fouled out. I don't know. I mean, if you put a gun to my head, I'd probably take Henderson 1 because I think he kept him as close as he possibly could, getting the ball to where it needed to go and doing a pretty good job on a defense. You know, the guards really didn't do all that much for St. Andrews as far as output. I looked like the guys inside, it looked like I thought Newston did a good job. And, of course, Haru Blidgeon did a nice job. You got some nice shots out of Jason Lewis. It's tough with only 50 points scored, though. It's tough to find somebody outstanding with 50 points.
I certainly can't argue with you. I think the guard play on both sides, maybe not the scoring, but the handling and control of the game, and that's why he had so few turnovers.
It was good. I liked it.
In the last game, there were a lot of turnovers, and it was the guard play.
That shot's up and good by Jordan McCray, and a timeout will be called by Statesville.
What's he saying?
He said a second and a half came off with the scores 50-46. You know, while we're talking, Statesville's coming back into this game. That was a couple quick baskets on behalf of Statesville. They're not giving up. Like we said earlier, they haven't lost a game yet. There's a reason for that. They know how to win. And they're not going away. You still got 15 seconds. St. Andrews got to get the ball in without having a turnover. And if they get to the line, quickly, they're going to have to make their foul shots.
And Coach Johnson has coached the team and continued to coach the team no matter what the differential was. And the kids are confident they can play. And they lose one of their studs, and they're still right to it.
Be interesting to see what 5 come out for Statesville, right? I mean, for St. Andrews right now.
People to watch this game certainly have got their money's worth. This has been a phenomenal game to see.
They reset the clock to 17 seconds.
Why do they add time?
They put 2 seconds back on the clock because the coach from Statesville brought it to their attention that almost 2 seconds had run off when the ball went dead. So we're back with 17 seconds. St. Andrews got to get the ball in. They do get it in, but there's the steal. But the foul before the steal. Big call. They're going to call that against Jordan McCray.
The trailing official didn't call it, though.
No, came from across the court.
And that because that was a layup. That's a 2-point game if he doesn't make that call.
Yep. Two big free throws right here. 12 seconds to go.
Still a lot of time. A lot of time. You need to make these shots.
He's got to make at least one.
At least. He's going to make both.
He's got the first one.
Second one's easier.
That's easy for you to say.
Second one's easier. No pressure. The first one's a tough one. The second one, automatic. What'd I tell you?
Bing.
No rim, straight up.
52-46. We're down to 10 seconds. That shot's blocked. Nusu. Just don't, that's the call. Don't foul, just stay there. Let him throw it up. That's good. They caught it, which killed the tie. So we got 3.2 seconds to go. We have a 3-point game, 52-49. That was a big basket by Logan Mosley. Big 3-pointer. You called it. That kid was a very accurate shooter. I guess now I think within the last couple minutes of this ball game, you got to give credit to Mosley, probably as the most outstanding ball player for Statesville right now, because without those shots, forget about it.
Now, here's what we taught our players to do in this situation. All you have to do is catch the ball and move it. You don't have
Needs the first one here. He missed it. It's going to be a 3-point game right now. Shot's good. That's a 4-point game. 1.6 to go.
Can't do anything now.
Nothing. There it is. Final score. St. Andrews Episcopal School from Potomac, Maryland. The Lions win 53-49 against the Statesville Christian Lions out of Statesville, North Carolina. This one's done. Bob, you're going to hustle on over and try and get a couple interviews here.
Yes, I am.
As we get ready for the next game after this. But congratulations to St. Andrews. Brought 7 guys in, had 7 guys dressed, and they pulled off the victory, taking down the undefeated Statesville Christian Lions. We'll be back after this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get over to the interviews with the winning and losing coaches right now.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was very impressed in quite a few things. Coaching, the way your players play, the execution of your players. It was fun to watch. You knew this was going to be a slugfest. Both teams are very good. But your character, the way you carry your players, the way you talk to your players, everything is positive, it's upbeat, you don't get riled, and they played at that level. And you play with 7 kids, and you used your subs really well. You had 2 players on the bench, you did a great job with them. Fun to watch.
Hey, I appreciate it. You know, we have a great coaching staff. We have great kids. You know, they compete. They work hard. You know, we're real tough on them, but I think they're resilient. You know, and they respond. We played a team today that was undefeated. I think they were 15-0 in their area. So, you know, kudos to them for, you know, again being, you know, persevering. You know, they were down a couple times too and kept fighting back even to the last 3 seconds. So, you know, that's a well-coached team over there, and they did a great job too.
I saw both you guys play yesterday. And there's no question in my mind, you have 2 well-coached teams going at this. You didn't have any assistants, you have your staff, you're able to use them, but it just, the execution and the very few turnovers in the game, very few fouls except at the very end of the game. The execution on the offensive end, with passing the ball, and the movement, the ball movement, the player movement is a wow. You got to feel really good about it. And Justin and Hero did a great job.
No, I appreciate it.
Wow.
They're 2 good players.
And they're team players. That's priceless. They're
Right.
team players. You can't beat that as a coach. You know that.
No, absolutely.
All these guys, there's nobody selfish on your team.
I appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Very kind
Hero
of you. I have a great
passes the
staff.
ball.
I have a great staff. You know, they help me out a lot. So I'm not over there doing it by myself. And we have great teammates. Really
My partner
good kids.
loves Justin, and I like Hero. I love the way, well, we both love the way the 2 of them play. But Hero did a great job passing the ball and penetrating, and he has that leadership
Right.
where you want it.
Right.
You're confident. The teammates, I think, radiate that.
Yeah, no, definitely. They respond off him. So we always say if he has a good game, you know, normally there's a trickle down effect. So
Congratulations. I am glad I met you, Coach. This was a great experience for me. All right?
Appreciate it. Thank you
Good
for
luck
having
with the
me.
rest of the season,
Thank
Coach.
you, man. Appreciate that. All right. Thank you.
Nice job, Coach.
At this time, we beg your attention to Center Court, where George Lee, Executive Director of the Palm Beach County Sports Division, and Jeff Zipper, Tournament Chair, visitors all the basketball classes in Palm Beach, will present the American Challenge Runner Award to Statesville Christian, beginning with the individual awards. Number 1, Marcus Henderson. Number 2, Michael McCoy Jr. Number 3, Jordan McCray. Number 4, Brennan Settle. Number 5, Christian Bailey. Number 12, Josh Fry. Number 22, Scott Harvey. Number 30, Sharon Gulls. Number 34, Logan Mosley. And number 45, Jabari Williams. Let's hear it. This is American Challenge runner-up, Statesville Christian Lions. And now accepting the runner-up trophy, Coach J.B. Johnson.
And on 5.
go, bro?
I had a game today.
One more round of applause for Statesville Christian. And now, let's present the awards of this year's American Challenge champion, St. Andrew's Episcopal Lions. Number 1, Chase Davis. Number 2, Kamari Williams. Number 3, Farouk Whiting. Number 10, Colin Smalls. Number 15, Jason Lewis. Number 24, Justin Wilson. And number 32, Victor Parisian. And now accepting the championship trophy, Coach Kevin Jones.
And hold, and we are done.